One thing I've been super wrong about and underrated a lot, and I think it's because no one talks about it, is how do you then control those drawdowns if they're so important? And that's true to an extent, but I think that any trading strategy is going to fall out of favor at some point, at least temporarily. And because of that, you might experience a string of losses that you can't really simulate. Throughout my career, literally every year, every couple of months, there's always some month where everything goes wrong for a couple days to weeks. And if you're sizing down, sure, you're reducing the exposure, but I find that like you're still taking a lot of heat, and you can still negatively compound if you just keep losing it day after day. Whereas like for me, there are different kind of strategies that my friend brought up to me, and a lot of market wizards of old would have mentioned it as well as a putting some kind of factor on your drawdown as a way to systematize or to trigger a system that will protect you. But our friend one day, kind of towards the end of the month, he was like, "Hey, I'm actually down like 2% of my account, or something like that, something very small, never triggered." And that's where we started thinking, "Hey, this is actually really, really important because when the market starts heating up again, he's going to start from this very minute drawdown, very small drawdown, whereas we have much more, of a cliff to climb." One exercise you can do is you can take your trading results for the past couple of months, just day by day. What was my R or my P&L, and feed it to a GPT or something like this, and say, "Hey, can we analyze ways that we can decrease this drawdown, or how can we combat this drawdown?" So for me, I said, I don't want to go past this 30% drawdown because at that point it becomes too ridiculous, and I really don't want to deal with that. So it'll start pitching different strategies to you, and you can further refine that and come up with your own system. Like, okay, after this day, I size down, and this is the condition for me to put size back on. And what I realized is that if I had done that throughout my career, I would be so much further along because those numbers are really illuminating. I had maybe one trigger where I was risk off for a couple of days, and it was very interesting to see that. And I'm like, I'm looking back at all the months that were terrible over the years. I have like 8 years of data. Look at all the months that were terrible. I'm like, if I did this system just based on P&L, how would that affect my trading? And it's mind blowing. So it's like those kind of systems I think are super underrated.